So what we got going on today is this insulation panel board. It's 1 3/4 foam board with steel on both sides, and it has a lap in it so you can stack them, as you can see behind me. And I'm gonna be showing you how it goes up today. Here's a piece, for example, that I cut using a metal blade on the skill saw to cut it. It throws a lot of shrapnel everywhere, so I'm wearing goggles just to kind of cover up most of my face. I know they're not rated for eye protection, but yeah, it's been getting me in the cheeks and stuff with some little shards here and there. So that's what we're going with. That's what you're going to be seeing today, and hopefully you like it. See here, I put a nailer all the way up, and then I realized I started wasting a lot of 2x4. So I switched methods and started going with just little blocks where the lap is at and where you put a screw. So assuming you really only need the support block on these corners, just where that lap is at. So I'm cutting down the block size to save on some of the material, and it seems to be working, holding strong. So that's what we're going with. So what I've been doing, instead of running purlings everywhere for nailers, I showed you those blocks I was using. And when I come across the post, because I'm running flush to the face of this post, what I've been doing is just cutting out the gap for the post so it just fits right over it, as opposed to running nailers like we did for all the metal on the outside. Just saves on material. These things stack on top of themselves. I got a nailer at the bottom and a nailer at the top, and then they all mount to each other. So to save on material, that's what I've been doing. It's been working pretty well. I just figured I'd show you how that goes up. We'll see if my cuts work. Measure twice, cut once, so they say. Luckily I haven't messed up a cut yet on one of these panels. Knock on wood, they're about $8 a piece, give or take. So let's see if this puppy fits. So obviously that post is a little out of plumb from this wall, so we're getting this little bit of push out right here. When we put the next course on, you can just tuck that in and it'll pull together. I'm a little heavy, but I'd rather be heavy than short. That way there's no gap. So we'll show you the next step. So the next course, we're gonna cut around that outlet. I'll show you what I've been doing for that. But basically, I take one of these small pieces so I can set it in the lap and just take the measurement. I'll show you what I'm doing, but that's what we got going on is next course around that outlet. So I have done it here. You can see it's kind of like laying bricks, or shingles, whatever course you're running, but start with a smaller piece. As you can see, we have a full-size piece here. Next course, we're going to start with a cut piece just to save on material. I've been running the cuts off of pieces as my next starter, and you can see I got plenty of cuts to work with, so I've been saving them as I go, but yeah, they come in handy when you need to run the next course. Bang. Here's the fasteners I've been using. These are the 3-inch. I used to go into those nailers. when I gotta go through both sides of the foam board, and then when you screw them together over that lap, I've just been using these little sheet metal screws, the pin heads or flat heads, whatever they're called. I just got like a box of 1,000 of these little guys. There's a bunch of them, and then these are not so cheap, and I use them sparingly. So now that I got this wall high enough, I'll build some stairs to the loft. And I had these 2x10s laying over from that loft back there. And I figured instead of notching them out, I'm just gonna put blocks on the inside. And then that way I don't have to cut all these up and mess up my cuts. So we're gonna give it a shot. I've never built stairs before, but I also never built a barn before, and here we are. So.